You're in your kitchen, reheating last night's dinner, the familiar aroma filling the air. But what if that one comforting dish is silently sapping your energy, clouding your memory, or straining your heart? Yes, it's true. As a doctor with 30 years of experience studying human health, I'm here to unveil a life-altering secret that could transform your golden years. This isn't just about food, it's about staying sharp, strong, and independent into your 80s and beyond. Where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments and type 1 if you're ready to revolutionize your health. Don't miss to subscribe now and hit the bell to join our vibrant senior community. Let's dive in. Part 1. Why reheating matters for seniors. It may surprise you to hear that improper food reheating can subtly impair your health, particularly as you age. In my 3 decades as a physician, I've seen how it can affect digestion, raise inflammation, and even impact memory and balance. Studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition support these risks, showing how reheated foods can strain your heart, blood sugar, or joint systems vital for strength and independence after 65. But here's the thrilling part. When done right, reheating can enhance nutrients, boosting your mobility, energy, and clarity. Isn't that empowering? Today, we'll explore 3 foods you must reheat to unlock their benefits, and 3 you should never reheat to protect your vitality. I'll share stories from my patients, real people like you, who transformed their lives by rethinking leftovers. What's a dish you reheat often? Share below as we head to our first section. Let's dive into the good news. I'm thrilled to start with foods that get even healthier when you warm them up. These aren't just tasty, they're like your best friends, helping you stay active and feeling great. Want to meet our first health hero? Let's talk about a breakfast classic. Part 2. 3 foods you must reheat for optimal health. 1. Oatmeal, a cozy hug for body and mind. A cup of warm oatmeal is like a morning embrace, especially for seniors. Many don't realize that reheating oatmeal enhances its benefits, particularly for aging bodies. When cooked, cooled, and reheated, oats form resistant starch, a carbohydrate that hard for the small intestine digest. It feeds beneficial gut bacteria, improving digestion, stabilizing blood sugar, and reducing inflammation per nutrients. For those over 65, where digestion slows and blood sugar fluctuates, this is a game changer, providing steady energy for mood and focus. Beta-glucan, a soluble fiber in oats, lowers LDL cholesterol, promoting heart health a critical need as cardiovascular risks rise with age. Oatmeal is gentle, adaptable, and budget-friendly. Add blueberries for antioxidants, walnuts for omega-3s, or cinnamon for anti-inflammatory benefits. And you're fighting aging with every bite. The warmth offers comfort, a nurturing reminder of self-care on chilly mornings. How do you enjoy your oatmeal? Share your favorite topping below. Patient story, Margaret's morning miracle. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother. She came to me exhausted, relying on sugary cereal that left her sluggish. I suggested reheated oatmeal, prepared overnight and warmed with almond milk. Within 3 weeks, her energy soared, her digestion eased, and her focus sharpened. She added chia seeds, turning breakfast into a ritual. Now, she walks her dog daily, glowing with vitality. Isn't it amazing how one change can transform your day? What breakfast swap will you try? Share below. How to make your oatmeal shine. Turning oatmeal into a health superstar is so simple. Cook a big batch of steel-cut or rolled oats, let cool, and pop it in a glass container in the fridge. When you're ready for that cozy breakfast, warm it gently on the stovetop or in the microwave with a splash of water or milk. It's like giving your oats a warm hug to keep them creamy. Stay away from high heat, as it can strip away those amazing nutrients. This easy step makes your morning bowl a powerhouse for feeling great all day. Ready for a hearty lunch? Oatmeal is a wonderful way to kick off your day, but what about a warm, comforting meal to keep you going? Our next food is a soul-soothing dish that gets even more delicious and nutritious when you warm it up. Curious what it is? Let's find out. 2. Vegetable soup, a restorative elixir. A warm bowl of vegetable soup is a remedy for the soul, joints, and immunity. Reheating homemade soup makes it more nutrient-dense, as vegetables like carrots, sweet potatoes, celery, and kale release minerals and phytonutrients when cooked and rested. For the Journal of Nutrition, this boosts antioxidants, hydration, and immunity vital as age-related immune decline increases risks of infections or joint stiffness. Soup's soft texture is perfect for seniors with dental issues or reduced appetite. Its warmth promotes circulation, easing cold extremities and stiffness. Add turmeric, garlic, or parsley for anti-inflammatory and immune-boosting benefits. Soup evokes memories of family kitchens, offering emotional sustenance alongside nutrition. What's your favorite soup ingredient? Share below. Patient story, John's recovery journey. John, a 68-year-old golfer, struggled with frequent colds and joint pain, living on processed meals. I recommended a weekly batch of vegetable soup with carrots, kale, and turmeric reheated daily. Within a month, his colds decreased and his joints felt looser. He's back on the golf course, savoring soup that reminds him of his grandmother's kitchen. What family recipe brings back memories? Drop it below. How to bring soup back to life. Making your soup a health hero is a breeze. Store it in a glass container to keep those nutrients locked in. When you're ready to enjoy, warm it slowly on the stovetop over medium heat or in the microwave, giving a stir now and then to spread the warmth evenly is like coaxing out all that goodness again. Don't let it boil, as that can fade those precious vitamins. This simple trick turns your bowl into a comforting, healing treat. Let's add a hearty side soup warms your heart. But what about a side dish to round out your meal? Our next food is a humble grain that's a secret weapon for staying strong and energized. Want to know what it is? Let's keep going. 3. Brown rice, a foundation for strength. Brown rice is simple yet powerful. Unlike white rice, it retains its bran and germ, rich in fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients seniors need for heart health and nerve function, per nutrients. When cooked, cooled, and reheated, it forms resistant starch, supporting gut health and steady energy without spiking blood sugar, crucial for managing diabetes or fatigue. It's easy to prepare, perfect for seniors avoiding complex cooking. Pair with soft veggies, lentils, or olive oil for a nutrient-dense meal. Its comforting flavor evokes family dinners, grounding you in strength. What dish reminds you of home? Share below. Patient story, Elena's energy boost. Elena, a 70-year-old grandmother, was too tired to play with her grandkids, eating white rice that caused energy crashes. I suggested brown rice, reheated with broccoli. Her energy stabilized, and she's now chasing her grandkids. She added rosemary, making meals creative. How will you make brown rice your own? Share below. How to warm up brown rice perfectly. Bringing brown rice back to life is so easy. Cook a big batch, let it cool, and store in a glass container in the fridge. When you're ready to eat, warm it gently by steaming it or popping it in the microwave with a splash of water to keep it moist. Think of it like fluffing up a cozy pillow. Avoid high heat to keep those nutrients intact. A quick step makes your rice a steady source of strength. Time to talk about foods to avoid these foods. Oatmeal, soup, and rice are your health champions, but not every leftover is your friend. Some can actually harm you when warmed up. Curious which ones to steer clear of? Let's uncover those risks next. Part 3. 3 foods you should never reheat. Some cherished foods can become hazardous when reheated, especially for seniors. In my practice, I've seen patients suffer from seemingly innocent habits. Let's explore 3 foods to avoid reheating to protect your heart, nerves, and vitality. Ready to be surprised? 1. Mushrooms, the hidden threat. Mushrooms are healthy when fresh, low in fat, high in antioxidants. But reheating them can ruin a healthy dinner. Their proteins, beneficial when fresh, denature during cooking and further degrade when reheated, causing bloating or nausea in seniors with sensitive digestion. Per food microbiology. Bacteria like Clostridium botulinum or Listeria can grow if improperly stored, risking gut or neurological harm. Reheating also reduces antioxidants, offering little protection against aging. Have you reheated mushrooms? How did it feel? Share below. Patient story, Robert's digestive relief. Robert, 75, loved reheated mushroom risotto but felt bloated and tired. I advised fresh mushroom salads with olive oil. His bloating vanished, and he felt lighter. What's a mushroom dish you love? Share below. How to enjoy mushrooms safely. Eat fresh or lightly cooked. Freeze leftovers to halt bacteria, but avoid reheating. Try fresh salads or stir fries. Transition to eggs, mushrooms can be tricky, but there's another breakfast favorite that turns risky when warmed up. Want to know what it is? Let's keep going. 2. Eggs. From nourishment to damage. Eggs are a senior's ally when fresh, offering protein, vitamin D, and choline. But reheating, especially fried or scrambled eggs, alters their proteins, making them hard to digest and causing indigestion or bloating. Reheating with oils oxidizes cholesterol, producing compounds that inflame arteries. For circulation, for seniors with heart issues, this is a silent threat. Do you reheat eggs? Share below. Patient story. Linda's morning revival. Linda, 67, reheated scrambled eggs daily, suffering heartburn and sluggishness. I suggested fresh poached eggs with avocado. Her heartburn faded and mornings felt lighter. What's your egg recipe? Share below. How to enjoy eggs safely. Cook fresh boiled, poached, or scrambled. Store hard-boiled eggs cold for salads. Transition to white potatoes eggs can cause trouble, but there's a cozy comfort food that's even riskier when reheated. Ready to find out what it is? Let's dive in. 3. White potatoes, the comfort that betrays. White potatoes mashed, baked, or fried are cozy but risky when reheated. Their high glycemic index spikes blood sugar when fresh, but reheating alters starches, worsening insulin resistance and inflammation. For diabetes care, this can cause fatigue, tingling, or cognitive fog. Reheating in plastic may release BPA, disrupting hormones. What's a potato dish you love? Share below. Patient story. Thomas's energy surge. Thomas, 69, reheated mashed potatoes. Feeling achy. I suggested sweet potatoes or brown rice. His energy soared and joint pain eased. What will you swap for potatoes? Share below. How to enjoy potatoes safely. Choose sweet potatoes, reheated safely. Eat white potatoes fresh, avoiding plastic. These foods are traps to avoid, but why does reheating matter so much? Let's explore the science behind it. Part 4. The science behind reheating. Reheating changes food's molecular structure. Cooling oatmeal or brown rice forms resistant starch, supporting gut health and metabolic stability. For nutrients, reheating proteins, mushrooms, eggs, or starches, potatoes, degrades nutrients or forms harmful compounds like oxidized cholesterol. For circulation, seniors with slower metabolisms are more vulnerable. Curious how to apply this? Now that we know the science, let's put it into action with some easy tips to reheat smarter. Part 5. Practical tips for seniors. Here's how to reheat smarter. Glass containers. Avoid plastic to prevent chemical leaching. Gentle heat. Use low-medium heat to preserve nutrients. Proper storage. Refrigerate leftovers within 2 hours. Batch prep. Cook oatmeal, soup, or rice in bulk. Listen to your body. Switch to fresh if reheated food causes discomfort. What tip will you try this week? Share below. These tips are your toolkit, but what's the bigger picture? Let's wrap up with lessons to live by. Part 6. Lessons for a vibrant future. Knowledge is power. Understanding reheating empowers you to choose wisely. Small changes matter. Swapping risky foods for safe ones transforms health. Food is self-care. Each meal honors your body's needs. Patient story. Sarah's transformation. Sarah, 71, felt drained, reheating eggs and potatoes. She switched to soup and rice, eating fresh mushrooms and eggs. Her digestion improved, mind cleared, and she rediscovered gardening. What change will you make? Share below. Sarah's story shows what's possible. Let's bring it all together and make every meal count. Conclusion. Your plate, your power. Seniors, let's recap the secrets we've uncovered. Reheating oatmeal creates resistant starch, stabilizing blood sugar and boosting gut health, while its beta-glucan protects your heart. Vegetable soup, when reheated, becomes a nutrient-dense elixir, enhancing immunity and soothing joints. Brown rice offers fiber and minerals, supporting steady energy and heart health. But beware, Reheating mushrooms risks digestive and neurological issues due to protein changes and bacterial growth. Eggs, when reheated, become hard to digest and may inflame arteries. White potatoes spike blood sugar and inflammation, especially when reheated in plastic. These choices impact your energy, clarity, and independence. Every meal is a chance to honor your body. By choosing wisely, you're investing in stronger steps, clearer thoughts, and a vibrant future. What's one lesson you'll take to your kitchen today? Type 1 if this inspired you, or 0 for feedback. Share your city and one change you'll make below. Subscribe, hit the bell, and share this video to empower others. Together, let's make every bite a step toward a joyful, healthy life.